Yvette Haynes is the Community Relations Specialist, and she has been the Cancer Council New South Wales representative at the Hills Relay for Life for many years. She is the vital link between Cancer Council New South Wales, the organising committee, and the community.
Jade Bridgman is a community coordinator for the Cancer Council New South Wales and has the inside knowledge on where the money raised by the Hills community goes each year. So Yvette, what does it feel like at the showground on the morning of the relay?
The adrenaline. It is so exciting to look around and see everything set up. The stage, sound and lighting, lap trackers, all the tents all the way around the track. This is it. This is the big day. This is the day we've been waiting for. We're going to have over 1,000 people attend. Families, businesses, schools. Everyone is smiling. They're all pumped. They have all come for the same reason, the same goal. So many people, one mission, all bleeding purple. The morning of relay can be wrapped up in one word: amazing. Relay for Life is truly an experience you have to be a part of. I'm honoured to be a part of the Hills Relay for Life community.
Absolutely. I think anyone who's been there on relay morning can share that excitement. Jade, what does Cancer Council New South Wales do with the money that's raised by the Hills Relay?
Yeah, so since 2001, the Hills Relay for Life has been fundraising for Cancer Council. So that means that this year, as I'm sure we'll know, it's up to our 25th anniversary. So the community in Hills have raised almost $6 million over those 2.5 decades, which earns a round of applause for me. But as you might know, almost 1 in 2 Australians will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. So it's really vital for us to continue to reduce that impact of cancer across New South Wales. And we do that by working towards our goal of a cancer-free future in our everyday work. So that's across research, advocacy, prevention, information and support. And not many people will know, but since Cancer Council is over 94% community funded, which means that almost everything that we do, big and small, is funded by the community through events like Hills Relay.
Yeah, awesome. So just going down a bit more into that research, have there been any more recent advancements in the research conducted on behalf of the Cancer Council New South Wales?
Yeah, definitely. So we are one of the largest non-government funders of cancer research in Australia. So together we work across every single area of cancer, so not just one type, from treatment, prevention, all the way through to survivorship as well. And last year, made possible by fundraising work, we invested over $16.3 million into cancer research, so no small feat. So the researchers at the Daffodil Centre, which is a partnership between Cancer Council New South Wales and the University of Sydney, have provided timely and relevant evidence toward national and international policymakers. So that helps to inform best practice decision making in cancer control from that sort of legislation or government level. And some successes from this include economic analysis, which informed the recent National Lung Cancer Screening Program, and the National Cervical Cancer Screening Program, which will help to detect things early and save lives ultimately. So if you can cast your mind back, I know it's only 25 years this year, but so that was 2001. If you keep going further to 1980, you'll find that it's thanks to research knowledge that Cancer Council contributes to, that the 5-year cancer survival rate has moved to 70% today compared to 50% back in the 80s. So they do a really good job down there in research. Yeah. Well beyond my scope of knowledge, but yeah.
That's awesome. Sounds like there's a lot of additional research programs there. Does the Hills Relay funding also support other areas outside of research at Cancer Council?
Yeah, so like I said in that first sort of response, all fundraising money gets put to work across the whole scope of work at Cancer Council. So research is one part of it, of course, but that extends to advocacy, prevention, information and support as well. So I'll go into a little more detail about prevention and advocacy work first, because that sort of flows on nicely from research base. But in prevention, we know that the best way to prevent cancer is to stop it before it starts. So we do that through work across a number of prevention portfolios, so skin cancer, tobacco and vaping, nutrition and alcohol, and cancer screening or early detection. So some of the work that we do in that is in our skin cancer prevention unit. They work across sort of the school setting with SunSmart programs. I know slip, slap, everybody knows it. No hat, no play, that sort of stuff. So that's all Cancer Council work. And we're changing the future of skin cancer with over 84% of New South Wales primary schools participating in that SunSmart program. So The Hills District has got quite a lot of schools, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah,
I know
absolutely.
we've got representation here. But yeah, so 84% of those primary schools are part of our programs, which is great. And in the smoking space, we're sort of leading the charge against tobacco and vaping. So working with the government in providing critical information for that legislation and supporting young people to quit or never start vaping as well. And then apart from sort of prevention, moving across to advocacy, as you can imagine, our goals are a little different there, taking a more of a systems approach to help reduce the impact of cancer across New South Wales. And that's by influencing public policy, funding and the programs that the government runs. So we do that via 3 streams of work. So policy analysis, research, government engagement and community advocacy. So we've had some really big wins in the last couple of years. So they do a great job over in advocacy.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. It's cool to see how many different things are going into, that multifaceted approach. Cancer Council also has support services. So can you tell us a little bit about how Relay fundraising helps to support the people who are actually affected by cancer?
Yeah, of course. So Cancer Council has a massive array of support services. I myself work within the Cancer Information and Support Division at Cancer Council. So importantly, they're available to people that are affected by cancer, so not just patients, but families, all sorts of people. And they can all be accessed by calling the 13 11 20 number. That's something that we really try to drill in the heads of everybody that I ever speak to. They walk away knowing 13 11 20. But on the end of that phone line is a team of healthcare professionals that can help make a needs assessment for anybody and then sort of direct them through to the support services that they might be appropriate for. So if you ever have a question about cancer or you're looking to support or to know how to support someone near you, that number is a really good one to call because they can refer people straight through to things like emotional support, so cancer counselling or speaking to an individual who's had a similar cancer experience. Or say like a telephone support group. People, I think there's one for people with advanced cancers, which is really quite nice. And then on the other side of things, there's financial support. So in our office, we're lucky enough to sit next to one of our financial navigators who calls people all day, speaking to them about their financial standing and how they can, I guess, when a cancer diagnosis comes, it comes as quite a shock, as you can imagine. And assessing sort of the needs of that individual and how they can help with easing the burden of their finances through treatment. So that's something that I think is really lovely. And outside of financial support, we also provide legal and workplace assistance, so people with unfair dismissals or easing back into work after a cancer diagnosis as well. So lots of support programs, but the one thing to remember is that 13 11 20 number to access any of them.
That's incredible. It sounds like there's a lot of work that's going into this. So one more question for you, Jade.
Yep.
Does the Hills Relay funding also assist family carers who support people with cancer?
Yeah, definitely. So everything that we do at Cancer Council is for everybody affected by cancer. Like I said before, it's not just obviously the person that's going through cancer themselves is incredibly important and is who we are honouring through all of our work. But the people that support those people are also part of our community. So all of our support services are open to supporting people who support people with cancer. So yes, family and carers, definitely.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. And now to Yvette, one final question for you. What's something that excites you about this year's Relay?
Oh, what excites me about this year's Relay? Beyond seeing everyone come together after months of preparation, it's that we're celebrating something truly special. This year marks our 25th year of Relay in the Hills, and this is something incredibly significant for our community. Being there on the day, standing alongside a committee who worked tirelessly all year to bring this event to life is deeply meaningful for me. Knowing I've played a part in helping deliver such an important day fills me with joy, pride and a real sense of purpose. What makes Relay so powerful is the people, the participants. Everyone who turns up, whether it's for Survivors and Carers Lap, the participants who walk the track for 24 hours, the Hope ceremony, the entertainment, or those that simply turn up to show their support, this all contributes to something much bigger. In the spirit of community that keeps the event strong year after year after year, and for this 25th anniversary, I know they'll be showing up in full force.
Thank you both so much for your time today. It is truly amazing to hear how much Cancer Council is doing, and we are so excited to see you on the relay on the morning for that excitement. Thank you so much.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
guys.
us.
All the best.
See
Thanks.
you.